What if you could get thousands of survey responses automatically, while still controlling the exact answer distribution you want? That's exactly what Survify does. Hey everyone, welcome to Survify. Survify is an AI-powered survey automation tool that helps you get large volumes of survey responses based on requirements you need. In today's video, I'm going to show you one of the core features of Survify: filling Google Forms automatically based on custom answer ratios. With this feature, you are able to generate thousands of survey responses automatically, while still controlling the exact answer distribution you want. Everything can be configured manually. First, let's start with a completely new Google form. In real projects, you can also continue filling forms that already have existing responses. So you're not limited to starting from zero. Before using Survify, the first thing you need to do is publish your form and make sure edit access is enabled. Inside this form, we have several different question types. There are text fields like name and email, multiple choice questions, checkbox questions that allow multiple answers here, and even section-based branching logic. For example, if someone selects never, the form immediately submits. But if they choose another answer, the survey continues to the next section. We also have matrix questions with Likert scales in later sections. Now, to import this form into Survify, I'll copy and paste the Google Form edit link. Copy the edit URL of your Google Form, not the public form link, the edit link. Then click Get Survey Data. After loading, you can see that Survify automatically collects the entire structure of the form. All questions, all answer options, all sections, everything is detected automatically. Now, one important thing, Survify will also show configuration errors that need to be fixed before automation starts. For detail, in Google Form settings, you need to make sure email collection is turned off, response editing is disabled, and response limits are disabled as well. Disable those options, then reload the page. And now, the configuration status is fully green. Next, we'll configure the requirement as well as answer distribution. For text questions like name, email, you can choose automatic generated data. This information is not real data and only for simulation. We do not collect users' info or use your own custom dataset. If you choose custom data, just paste one data per line without empty lines. In this demo, I'll use the system-generated emails and names. Now, for advanced text fields, you have two options. Either skip the question completely or use custom data. If you choose Other, Skip, remember that the question must not be marked as required inside Google Forms. Otherwise, the submission cannot continue. For example, if I want to skip this field, I need to disable the required option in Google Forms first. In this case, I already turned it off, but I still want the field filled, so I'll use custom text data instead. Here, I already prepared a dataset. Each line contains one response. And again, do not leave empty lines, because empty lines will be interpreted as skipped answers. And then the question must not be marked as required. Now, save the current setting and let's configure the answer ratios. If entering percentages manually takes too long, you can also click Generate Ratio and edit the generated values afterward. For single choice questions, the percentages should ideally total 100%. For example, I will set 54%, 45%, and 1%. For the other questions, you can adjust the ratios however you want. For checkbox questions, each percentage works independently, so the total can actually exceed 110%. That helps simulate more realistic behavior because users are allowed to select multiple answers. So after setting the ratios, we're done with configuration. Click Save. Then continue to the next step. Now we enter the number of responses we want to generate. For this demo, I'll use 201 responses. Below that, you'll also see several advanced options. The first one is human-like delay behavior. If you disable delays completely, all 201 responses can be generated within around 2 to 3 minutes. But if you want submissions to look more realistic, you can enable delay modes. For example, standard mode creates intervals between 1 and 10 minutes. Short mode creates intervals between 1 and 5 minutes. And long mode spaces responses between 1 and 20 minutes. You can also schedule exact timing. For example, specific start dates, end dates, and active hours during the day. Survify will automatically distribute responses according to your schedule. If you choose standard mode, you can also schedule start and stop time each day. Another feature is AI mode. When AI mode is enabled, Survify can generate more logically consistent demographic patterns. For example, names matching gender, age matching education level, or income matching student profiles. AI can also generate open-ended answers automatically. Or, if you want to keep your own custom text dataset, you can simply remove those AI-generated fields. For this video, though, I'll disable all advanced features. We will discuss about these features in other videos, so we can focus only on the basic ratio filling workflow. So now, 201 samples with no extra features. I'll click Start Filling Survey. And after waiting around 2 minutes, all responses are completed. Now let's check the final results. As you can see, all 201 responses were filled successfully, and the answer distribution matches our configuration very closely. For example, the gender question shows around 54%, 45%, and 1%, exactly like the ratios we configured earlier. The same thing applies to checkbox questions, 75%, 40%, 63%, 58%, all matching the configured distributions accurately. Custom text responses were also filled correctly, and matrix questions were distributed properly as well. Since the sample size is 201 instead of a perfectly round number, the final percentages look slightly uneven, which actually makes the data feel more realistic. So that was a quick demo of Survify's ratio-based survey filling feature. This is currently the fastest and very, very basic filling method. Survify also supports many more advanced features, such as filling based on existing datasets, filling based on research models, or even fully AI-generated survey automation. We'll demonstrate those features in future videos. So if you want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.